Be careful when providing estimates for a vague project. I'm running Thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? This week I had an awkward interaction with a client, and I wanted to give you some advice on how I handled it. Maybe you've got a better way of handling it. But this is a client I do monthly work for, and I like the client. She's very nice, and I enjoy the work. She reached out to me out of the blue, and she said they want to do this project, and they wanted me to give an estimate on how much it would cost for the project, but she was very vague on exactly what she wants, and I was a little concerned. What they want me to do is they want me to review this membership introduction document for anybody that joins their society, and they want me to just rewrite it. Basically, they want me to take it, freshen it up throughout, rewrite it, but they weren't really very concise on what they want the new document to look like. They just said, well, we just want to start it fresh. Just take the information and do something with it. And tell us how much it'll cost. And, I said, well, it's kind of hard to know exactly because you're not really telling me what you want. But they really want this estimate before I'm willing to start the work, before they want to start the work. So here's what I did. I gave them a range. I said, it's probably going to be from this range to this range, based on the number of revisions, based on the feedback I get. But I want to make it clear that because right now the vision for the project is vague, the estimate is vague. And maybe once we start getting into the process more, I can give you more of an exact idea on what it's going to take to get done. But until then, I'm going to have to keep it vague. I don't know if that's really what they wanted to hear, but the fact of the matter is, you got to protect yourself if you're a freelancer. You don't want to get locked into a price, and then it turns out they want this, and they want that, and they want that. Oh, and you know what? Now that I'm rethinking it, I want to do something different, because they're already thinking that you've agreed to a price. They're not thinking, oh, well, now that I've changed the project, you want to rethink your price. No, they're going to hold to your price even though they've changed what they want. And I know things are going to change because they've been very vague on what they actually want. So I just wanted to warn you, that when you're asked to do an estimate for a vague project, give them a wide range, put the caveat in there. This may change, probably will, as we get going into it, but I will certainly alert you as soon as I know that things are going to change. Generally speaking, I have an idea in my head on what I want. Sometimes I do it with an hourly idea. Sometimes I do it per project. Now, if it's something that's just a one-time project like this, sometimes I think instead of doing it by the hour, I want to have a set price because I'm not going to revisit the project. So I should get a certain amount of money out of it to make it worth my time to put everything else aside just to focus on one project. Other times I might think about it being hourly and say, okay, how many hours is it going to cost? And I want a certain amount for that. But generally speaking, if it's a one-time project and I know they're not going to revisit it, I'm not going to get any more work out of it, I kind of want a little bit extra to do it. So that's how I came up with my estimate, but I kept it very vague. I kept it with a range, with the caveat it may change once we're in the process. How would you have handled it? Do you have a different way of handling a vague request like that? If so, please, I'd love to hear about it because it's tricky. It's tricky, and I'd only do it for a client that I really like this one. But if you have an idea on how to handle a vague request for an estimate, I'd really appreciate it. Please, and like and share this. YouTube really wants new subscribers, so please subscribe to this. And until next week, have a happy holiday and take care.